if he really did all the things he's saying, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished if he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated, and I hope he gets the fuck out of Romania.
Imagine a situation so unbelievable, so chaotic, so completely off the rails that even Joe Rogan, a man who has spent decades interviewing the wildest personalities on earth, was left sitting in total silence. No reaction, no joke, no immediate opinion, just silence. And when someone like Rogan goes quiet, that's when you know something serious is happening. Because this is a man who has heard everything, seen everything, and still somehow found himself shocked.
You have a person with 20 million followers, but may not have 20 million in their bank account. So I choose fortune over fame.
Could you explain everything that's happened with the taxes over the last...
This is not just another internet rumor. This isn't some temporary trending topic that people will forget in a few hours. This is something much deeper, much darker, and much more serious. This is the moment where the story around Floyd Money Mayweather officially crossed the line, from controversial to something that feels genuinely catastrophic.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because
for years, Floyd Mayweather built an image that felt almost impossible to break. In the boxing ring, he was perfection itself, undefeated, untouchable, a master of control. Outside the ring, he created a lifestyle that made him look even more powerful. Money everywhere, luxury everywhere, success everywhere. The Money nickname wasn't just branding, it was his identity.
Time to go, let's go. Today, got 2 different numbers, check it out. Go down here. Look at the color up top.
But now, for the first time in a long time, that identity is starting to crack. The image of invincibility is fading. The idea that nothing could ever touch Floyd Mayweather is being questioned, and it all started with one shocking development that nobody saw coming.
But nobody knows. A lot of people are acting like they know if you go read it.
Well, they want him.
Which is crazy.
They want him to go down, and they want him. He represents something. He represents toxic.
When reports first surfaced that the FBI had allegedly intercepted and searched Floyd's private jet, the reaction was instant and explosive. This wasn't just boxing news anymore. This became global news. Fans, critics, analysts, everyone stopped and paid attention. Because something about this felt different.
Don't get about this. Well, I do get, I understand. People are actually like, want the charges to be true, which is crazy because that would mean a lot of bad shit to happen to a lot of bad people.
Yeah, I would rather the charges be incorrect. Look, Romania, I don't know what their system is like. I don't know whether they're corrupt. I've heard things, but I don't have any real information. So I'd be talking out of my ass to say, if he...
And then the details started leaking out. What authorities reportedly found inside that jet sounded like something straight out of a crime thriller. We're talking about illegal substances, unregistered firearms, some allegedly with tampered serial numbers, and large amounts of unexplained cash hidden in different compartments. Not small amounts either, millions, carefully stored, hidden in ways that suggest planning, not coincidence. And if even part of these reports turn out to be true, this is no longer a small issue. This is a situation that could completely destroy everything Floyd has built over decades.
Money made all day. Right here. a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money man all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best.
Because this isn't something that can be fixed with money or influence. This isn't a PR problem, this is something much bigger. Something that could affect his empire, his reputation, and his legacy all at once.
Everybody know about business. You don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere, okay? So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money.
But here's the real twist in the story. This didn't come out of nowhere. The warning signs were already there. People just didn't take them seriously at the time. The first major crack appeared when news broke that Floyd had lost a massive $42 million lawsuit.
He's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd, man.
At first, people thought it was just a bad business deal. Even successful people make mistakes, right? But this wasn't just a simple loss. This lawsuit was connected to a major real estate project in Manhattan that Floyd had been heavily promoting.
Showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
He wasn't just presenting himself as a boxer anymore. He was positioning himself as a powerful real estate mogul, someone dominating the New York property market. But when the lawsuit details came out, everything started to look questionable.
Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
That lawsuit didn't just cost him money, it triggered attention. Serious attention. Federal authorities reportedly began investigating deeper into his finances, his properties, and his business dealings. And once that door opened, it didn't close.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself before anybody else believed.
Then came the moment. That changed everything. A private jet, a Florida hangar, federal agents moving in. This wasn't speculation anymore. This was real action. And whatever they found inside that jet quickly turned into one of the most shocking parts of the entire story.
He was holding, so he wouldn't stop. Oh, Floyd was boxing him up. Yeah, so Floyd is just piecing him up. So Floyd, you know, I mean, even at 46, he's the greatest of all time. And this kid is really an MMA fighter. He's a tough guy. He caught Floyd a couple times, some little shots, but mostly he's just getting boxed up, right? Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. But he was holding on quite a bit and wouldn't let go and was trying to like hold and clinch and hit, which is something like right here, which is something you can do in MMA. So he's protecting himself from Floyd, but he's not letting go. And so Kenny Bayless gets tired of him not listening and not letting go, and he pushes him off and he says, "That's it, I'm stopping this fight. That's it. You won't listen to me, I am calling this fight." So he goes crazy and gets away from Kenny Bayless and just starts wailing.
According to reports, the items discovered raised major legal concerns. Not just suspicious, but potentially criminal. Even Joe Rogan, after discussing the situation, looked genuinely stunned. And that reaction alone tells you how serious this is.
Another ordinary day, chilling in an EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5". Some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out. Up top, every planet. In a bag, it's crazy. NBA Youngboy, see all this? It's on its way to you. Let's go.
Because Rogan has interviewed fighters, criminals, investigators, and insiders from all kinds of backgrounds, he has heard stories that most people can't even imagine. But this situation, this one clearly hit differently.
Keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing?
And the deeper investigators look, the more connections they are reportedly trying to make. The lawsuit, the financial irregularities, the alleged findings on the jet. If all of these pieces connect, this could turn into something massive.
Not pay taxes. How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen. He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather.
We're not just talking about one isolated incident anymore. We're talking about a potential pattern. And when authorities see patterns, that's when cases become stronger. That's when situations become dangerous.
A $300 million fight. I made $300 million in this fight. So that's why, you know, until this record is broken, this was the most important fight.
How do you feel about the press conference overall?
I think it was interesting. I think kind of McGregor was...
Another major layer in this story is the crypto world. Over the years, Floyd promoted several cryptocurrency projects and NFTs. He encouraged fans to invest, to trust the opportunities he was backing, but many of those projects didn't end well.
Reports, you mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a fight, and not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good, because I know the...
Some collapsed, some disappeared, some were heavily criticized. At the time, it didn't seem like a major issue. But now, those past decisions are being looked at again, and this time, much more seriously. Marquis's next voice. Authorities are reportedly exploring whether any of that money could be connected to the current investigation. If that link is proven, this situation becomes much bigger than anyone expected. This is no longer just about business mistakes.
Money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
So now the big question remains, is this truly the end of the Money Mayweather era? Or does he somehow find a way to escape once again? Because right now, the reality hitting him feels heavier than any punch he ever took in the ring. And this time, there's no referee to save him.